Andrew Stafford, President of Prevail. We're back to announce another one. We're very excited. Jacob Haywood, welcome. It's good to have you.
Good to have you.
Yeah.
Good to be here.
Yeah. So you've got a very diverse background. You've done some really cool things. You've kind of kept the economy moving.
A little bit.
Talk a little bit about your background and what made you decide to get into financial services.
Yeah. So originally I started out in freight in the brokerage world.
Yep.
So very familiar with client services, client advocacy, and I enjoyed my time in freight. At some point though, I realized that my interests aligned better in the financial services industry just because of the mere fact of I like growing with my client. And at some point, not to say that you can't do that in freight, but the ability to work with one-on-one, the ability to see someone from the beginning of their career all the way towards the end, that's something that I really look for.
I started my career in that business, in transportation, and a couple takeaways for me that I think translate that are really good. Number one, sense of urgency, right? You've got to be on, you've got to make sure problem solving, all these different things, whether it be environmental or other issues that are being thrown at you to make sure you're getting things where they need to go on time is a great attribute and very transferable. And then the last thing I know that I took away from the brokerage and freight industry is just building relationships with clients. This whole business is about building relationships, being a problem solver, helping people understand I can get you where you need to go, I can get it delivered on time, and I'm going to do what I say I'm going to do, which I think is a skill not a lot of people have in today's environment.
Oh, absolutely. And, you know, the interdisciplinary approach that you have with freight, you know, there's a lot of things working all at the same time. It feeds that mind. That's another thing I liked about it. But definitely the hunger and being able to work with a client on a daily basis is at the core of what we do.
Absolutely. So what made you choose Prevail? And, you know, I know you interviewed a lot of different organizations to get involved with. How'd this become the winning spot?
Okay, so first and foremost, I love that you guys are creative thinkers. I mean, that's a big thing for me. I looked at myself and I thought, hey, if I was going to be a client, where would I want to go? And that, you know, and that's kind of how I approached a lot of the interviews, is that consumer behavior first. What I loved most about Prevail is just their ability to take something sexy, the way that we do with certain things, you know, our alternative assets, that VC fund, and simplify it down to where you're not necessarily dumbing it down, but as Albert Einstein once said, you know, you get it boiled down to a certain point for people to understand it. And that's definitely what drew me here.
I think the other thing is there's no cookie cutter approach in transportation, right?
Right.
So everything is customized. Every route is customized.
Yes, sir.
You mix the financial aspects of, is this going to be the right margin to get this there? Is everybody going to win?
Absolutely.
And then making sure that you meet the client's expectations. Well, we're glad to have you. Welcome.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
You bet.